Imagine this. You notice a woman you're genuinely interested in, flipping through a magazine in a cafe, comparing two candles in a store, checking the bus schedule. Your heart bumps. Your brain starts negotiating with itself. And within 10 seconds, you've already talked yourself out of hello. Today, we're breaking that loop. You're getting a practical, calm, ethical way to move from complete strangers to a real date, sometimes in minutes, often in one smooth conversation, without cheesy lines, without pretending to be someone you're not, and without making her uncomfortable. The foundation is composure. When you're relaxed, you read as confident. When you're tense, you look braced for rejection, and people mirror that energy. Everything that follows is designed to help you feel at ease first, because ease is what makes yes possible. Before we touch mechanics, let's normalize the fear. If you don't have many social reps, even imagining an approach can make your stomach drop. The mind is creative at delay tactics. She's busy. Not the right moment. Next time. There isn't a hack that deletes nerves. What works is action your nervous system can tolerate. Tiny repeatable action dulls the fear's edge. The simplest drill is almost boring. For the next week, ask 10 strangers for the time every day. No watch, phone on silent, ask, say thanks, move on. You are training your body that initiating micro contact is normal and safe. By day 3, your voice steadies. By day 7, your mouth opens and words appear with less effort. Do this where people are calm and unguarded. Parks, malls, daytime safe phase, bookstores, libraries, grocery aisles. Save nightclubs for later. They're loud, competitive, and defensive. Final exam territory, not warm-up. Once that initiation reflex is warmed, choose your moments on purpose. Scan a room like you'd scan a shelf. Present, patient, not hunting. Notice who seems open to interaction, settled rather than sprinting, browsing rather than rushing, waiting rather than working. When someone catches your interest, use the 5-second rule, decide, and within 5 seconds, take the first step. Wait longer and your brain builds barricades. This isn't a macho dare. It's a cognitive trick to slip past overthinking and keep you honest. How you move matters as much as what you say. A straight head on march can feel like a challenge. A tap from behind can startle. Approach at a soft angle. If she's looking at a display, don't block her view. Within a step and a half. Slow slightly. Turn your torso a touch so you're not squared up, and keep your hands visible. A light smile, not a grin. Signals friendly without performing friendly. All of this takes 2 seconds and sets up your words to be received, not resisted. What comes out of your mouth doesn't have to be magic. Skip announcing romantic intent on breath 1. Can I buy you a drink? Often feels like acting out a scene instead of living a moment. Skip memorized pickup scripts 2. Most women have heard them, and a rehearsed cadence triggers defenses. Honest, situational, human language wins because it's anchored to the context you already share. If she's tasting a pastry sample, you look like a pro. What's the move here? If she's holding 2 candles, I'm buying for my sister. Does ocean breeze smell like an ocean or like laundry? If she's wearing a distinctive bracelet, that chain is cool, local designer or travel find. If she's reading a dog-eared novel, that book wrecked my sleep last month. Worth the chaos so far. You're not interrogating. You're offering a thread she can pick up. A playful alternative is a gentle guess stated with room to correct. You give me runner on Sunday's vibes. Or if you truly just ended a phone call that touched on something fun, extend a real opinion game, settling a friendly debate. A first date's better in the morning or at night. Keep it real. If it feels staged to you, it will to her. Once she responds, resist the reflex to prove yourself. Early conversation isn't a performance. It's easing into a rhythm and co-creating a small bubble where curiosity can happen. Use micro, listening. Echo her last few words and expand them. If she says, I'm torn, ocean breeze is nostalgic, you can smile. Nostalgic, how summer trips or a secret laundry obsession. The joke is tiny and light. Prefer how what questions over why. How did you get into that? Lands friendlier than why do you? Sprinkle in gentle positive assumptions that invite stories rather than stats. If she mentions she's new in town, then you've been driving coffee shops. Who's winning? Share too, but briefly and specifically, like a song hook, not a podcast. I picked that candle once for a housewarming, and my friend's cat tried to eat it. Lesson learned. Humor doesn't need to be brilliant, it needs to be human. A common stall is running out of road after the opener. You ask one situational question, she answers. You nod, and silence pounces. Carry a few conversational bridges so you can step across without forcing it. The first is the then pivot. You comment on the immediate thing, then pivot to a related personal topic. Okay, I'm officially Team Ocean Breeze. Speaking of oceans, ever done a solo trip? Another is past, present, future. If she says she paints, touch the past. When did you start? The present. What's on the easel this week? And the near future. If you had a free weekend, what would you paint? Each pivot is short stepping stones, not a leap. And remember, like qualification, not testing her to pass, just checking whether you actually vibe. I'm a morning person, so I might be biased towards sunrise coffee. Could you handle that, or are you allergic to dawn? Framing it playfully turns the moment into a two-way street in group settings. Don't laser. Focus only on the person you're drawn to. That triggers protectiveness in friends and pressure for her. Counterintuitively, the warmer you are with the group, the easier it is for her to relax and warm to you. Greet everyone, loop a friend into your question. We need a tie, breaker. Ocean Breeze versus Cabin Firewood. What's the council's verdict? Learn one friend's name and use it once. If you can make the friend laugh, your social proof rises without bragging. When you turn back to your person, the air is lighter because you earned your place instead of grabbing it. Often, you'll see her lean back into the frame, curious, maybe even playfully competitive for your attention. That's not manipulation, that's good manners, creating ease. Touch is where many men either freeze or overstep, so let's keep it simple and ethical. Comfort and consent aren't negotiable. You never touch to break resistance or force a spark. You invite touch the way you'd offer a high five after a shared joke. Early on, proud of us for solving the candle crisis. High five is perfect. If she initiates touch, tapping your arm when she laughs, leaning in to show you a photo, that's a green light for light reciprocity. Complimenting nail color. Ask first, may I? A brief fingertip touch for a second is enough. That little, may I, communicates you see her as a person with boundaries. A playful lint patrol works only with permission. I'm going to be a hero for 2 seconds, okay? If there's any hesitation, you skip it. The goal isn't escalation for its own sake, it's matching the rapport you actually have. As the vibe builds, you'll feel a natural fork where exchanging contact makes sense. Avoid flipping into job interview mode with, "Can I have your number?" That puts her on the spot and often invites a hesitant, "Maybe later," or a decoy. Instead, create a small reason and fold the exchange into that reason. Reasons can be micro, plans you already mentioned, the weekend market, a rooftop jazz set, the dog park if you both own barking chaos, the pottery class you're heroically bad at. Reasons can also be threads to share, the morning versus evening playlist after your debate, the coffee map you promised. The sequence sounds like, okay, verdict delivered. You're officially responsible for my sister not hating her candle. I'll text you the bakery with the dangerous cinnamon rolls. What's your number? Or, you haven't explored the Saturday market. I'll send the vendor list so you can veto the weird ones. What's the best way to reach you? You're not begging permission, you're guiding towards something specific and mutually relevant. Keep the tone light and assumptive without being pushy. When she gives the number, do a quick confirmation so both of you avoid future awkwardness. Send a one-word text, Ocean, or Saturday, so her phone pings smile. There, now you have me too. If she prefers WhatsApp or Instagram, adapt. Let her lead the comfort channel. If she hesitates, don't interrogate. No stress, we can skip logistics and just high-five for candle diplomacy. Then exit gracefully, pressure poisons the vibe. A no today can become a yes in the future precisely because you respected her boundary. After you get contact details, wrap up on a high note and leave. Don't linger while the energy dips. You want the memory to freeze on the smile, not on a slow fade. I'm going to let you get back to sniffing 20 more candles. Market list coming tonight. Nice meeting you, Maya. Leave her with the sense that your life is textured and full, because it is. And because you're not trying to camp in her afternoon, scarcity isn't a trick, it's a reflection of purpose. If you suspect you received a wrong number, handle it like an adult, not a detective. If your quick confirmation text doesn't go through, don't announce it in front of her. Hey, it didn't deliver. That corners people socially. If you're still there and the vibe is light, you can joke. My signal is doing yoga again, I'll shoot it later. And move on. If you discover after parting that it's not real, take the message with grace. The right person for you won't need a decoy to avoid you. Save your energy for people who match your enthusiasm. To turn all this from inspiration into preparation, give yourself a simple 7-day plan where success is measured by reps, not outcomes. For 3 days, do the what time is it? Drill, 10 asks, per Dalton Y in calm public places. On day 4, keep the drill but add one real situational comment to one person. On day 5, choose a low-stakes item, pastry, sample, candle, book, and ask 2 people for genuine recommendations. On day 6, practice the 5-second rule twice. See someone, decide, step in, say one sentence. On day 7, spend 45 minutes in a mall or large bookstore with a single mission. Start 3 conversations. The metric isn't collect 3 numbers, it's start 3. When you train like this, numbers become a side effect of ease, not a prize you chase. Mindset saves months. You are not auditioning. You're not trying to convince someone. You're worth attention. You're discovering whether the 2 of you create a pleasant bubble together. Curiosity beats performance. When you feel your brain reaching for impressive stats, job, gym, travel, steer, back to the present. You just gave me a face that says you have a tea recommendation. Hit me. Watch how her shoulders drop when she realizes she doesn't have to grade you. If your hands shake a bit, you can even name it with humor. I'm realizing I had more coffee than charisma today. Authenticity melts weirdness. Pretending to be cooler than you feel leaks through your body language and backfires. You don't need perfection, you need recovery. If your voice cracks, own it. That was my puberty remix. Take 2. If you blank after the opener, call it, my brain just did the spinning cursor thing, and point back to the environment. Are we pro ocean or pro forest in this aisle? If she shakes her head, thumbs up and step out. Your respect is noticed more than you think. If you remember nothing else, remember this arc. Train courage with tiny daily reps so your body stops panicking. Choose environments that help you succeed. Approach within 5 seconds at a soft angle with open body language. Open with honest, contextual language, not canned scripts. Build a bubble of ease with listening, short specifics, and gentle curiosity. Include friends when she's with a group. Introduce touch only with comfort and consent. Ask for contact by seeding a small, real reason and confirming casually. Exit on a high note. Keep your dignity whether the answer is yes, no, or not. Now, if this breakdown helped, drop a comment with the opener that felt most natural to you and where you'll practice this week. If this video hits enough likes, I'll upload a free opener pack you can save on your phone. Dozens of situational starters for cafes, bookstores, grocery stores, parks and markets. Plus a mini texting script to go from first message to first date without overthinking. Stay respectful, stay playful, and I'll see you in the next one.